here's what I do know. What I do know is, and again, I just get a kick out of these FBA, these freedmen, these ADOS people who love running their mouths and who want to trash Democrats. Oh, and let's be real clear. I've been highly critical of Democrats on this show, so I don't know what meth y'all smoking. But here's what I do know. I got some common damn sense. And here's what I know. This is some basic ass political common sense. It's going to be, except in the California governor's race, where it's a jungle primary and the top two winners advance to the general. And if some of them Democrats don't drop out, it could be a Republican who ends up being governor. It's two parties in this country. It's going to be a Democrat. It's going to be a Republican. And here's what I know. If the Republicans control the Senate and control the House, they can pass any law they want to, and Trump can sign it. If the Democrats win more House seats, the Democrats become in control. I don't give a shit if y'all don't like Hakeem Jeffries. I really don't care. Because guess what? If the Democrats win 218 seats, then they going to have a vote amongst themselves as to who the next Speaker of the House should be. So I ain't even having that conversation. I'm talking about stopping MAGA. So if that means that I want more Democrats to win House seats, you goddamn right I do. Because I need evil to be stopped. And that means that more Democrats win Senate seats, that stops them from being in control. All of you FBA, B1 people who are out there yelling about how more checks were coming and Trump was sitting here, y'all wanted tangibles. Oh, Trump was going to give you tangibles. Oh, you can bank on the tangibles that Donald Trump is going to give you. It's going to be a foot in your ass. And your mama and your daddy and your grandparents and your aunts and your uncles and your cousins and your friends. And then I'm just letting y'all know, Reese, Greg, Nyambi, myself, and others are going to be sitting here looking at y'all going, it's above me now.
And nonprofit and community funding, organizations like Immigrations Rising provide specialized, life-changing financial support and grants, including legal funds for undocumented young people. And the federal and state eligibility. This is the things that they're getting. This is it says that unauthorized immigrants are generally ineligible for most federally funded public benefits, including SNAP food benefits and TANF. Though emergency Medicaid is available in specific areas, they're still getting food stamps. That's a lie, okay? They do get it, okay? And I did get this off of social media. I did get this off of the internet, okay? And this is something that's coming off of here that's giving me this information on what these immigrants are getting. Some states, including California, Washington, and Illinois, offer targeted aid for certain immigrants, seniors, and people with disabilities. Now, you see how they helping immigrant seniors? But the seniors, our seniors, and even veterans who are now seniors can't get the kind of help that they need. They got some seniors that only get $25 worth of food stamps, less than that, and they can barely even feed themselves. They're not getting all this type of assistance. So they can have a good quality of life. But they're giving it to all these immigrants. This is what the stuff that they're getting. Okay, these are the Democrats giving it to them. I told you Sabrina Cervantes. She's the one who's signing off on this stuff. She's a state senator now. She was promoted from being an assembly woman. Now she's a state senator for California as a Democrat. And the primary resources and areas that they're getting help with is legal services and advocacy. They're also getting the California Department of Social Services, Immigration Services funding, ISF program supports nonprofits providing free legal assistance, including DACA applications, naturalization, and deportation defense. They get cash assistance and support. The Cash Assistance Program for Immigrants, CAPI, provides monthly benefits to non-citizens who are aged, blind, or disabled and ineligible for SSI or SSP due to their status. Okay, you got people filing for Social Security, American citizens who are denied Social Security when they have obvious disabilities, but they're giving it to them. Okay, then they get education. Undocumented students in California may qualify for state grants, scholarships, and loans through the California Dream Act application, known as CADAA. Okay, and nonprofit and community funding. And she's also the one that put in SB 307, which is protecting undocumented students' access to higher education. This bill requires California State University's CSU, Cal State University's campuses and requests the University of California, which are UC schools, to ensure that undocumented students impacted by federal immigration enforcement maintain access to financial aid and academic resources. It mandates policies for re-enrollment and protection for academic status for students who are detained or deported. Okay, and then she signed into, she had this Gavin Newsom to sign this. This is a SB 313. It's a parental birth privacy. Signed into law and effective January 1st of 2027. So that hasn't been made effect, hasn't come into effect yet, but it's coming. This bill moves the birthplace of a person's parents to the confidential section of a California birth certificate. Can you believe that? So they're hiding that their parents are undocumented. Boy, they doing everything for these people. The law is intended to prevent this data from being used by federal authorities to identify or track undocumented residents. And it's called the SB 313, Parental Birthplace Privacy. And this is in the state of California. This is what they're doing for these people. That's why you see a lot of their population is growing here as well. They're coming here from other places, and I do still believe they're coming in here illegally. And then they got the ACA 20 Constitutional Amendment. Cervantes presented this measure to create meaningful requirements for the UC system to provide employment opportunities to undocumented students who lack legal work permits. Now, this is what they're doing on all these jobs. That's why you see more of them working in companies. And then when you fill out an application, yours is put in the no hire pile, and they send you a doggone reply saying that they chose somebody who with better qualifications than you. No, that meant they were most likely undocumented or something like that, which they are outright discriminating against American people for employment with this crap. Okay, then they have the SB 54 California Values Act. As an assembly member, Cervantes supported the sanctuary state law. Now, this is the sanctuary state law that they enacted in 2022. This is what they did. And who was in office then? Biden and Kamala. Okay, this is what they did, but who signed it? Gavin Newsom. They got this thing done. It's just all Democrats doing this. But Roro want to say that, it's the Republicans, that the Republicans ain't doing anything for us, but neither are you. Neither is your party. Neither are the Democrats. Look at what the Democrats are doing for these people. And it says, which prohibits local and state resources from being used to assist federal ICE agents in deportation actions. They also get support for legal and essential services. Cervantes has co-authored legislative packages that expand access to information and legal defense for immigrant families to ensure schools and communities remain safe regardless of immigration status. And that's why you don't see many ICE agents out here in the state of California, because I do not believe ICE and the local police department is working hand in hand. I've seen some things that local law enforcement is doing on the side of immigrants versus even Black American people. I've seen it. You got them calling the police on Black American people, them meaning immigrants, okay? Calling the police on Black American people for things. Because they know that now we have the ability to call ICE on their behinds. Okay? And we do and we will. Now, so, you can talk all you want to, Roro, Now you speak for all of this stuff that I just read down to you, and you want to sit up here and talk about what the Republicans are not doing for us, but you're Democrats. Why is Gavin Newsom signing all these legislations for these people that are not even supposed to be in this country? And then you're supporting immigrants, we're talking about immigrants because you're one of them. You're from the same community that they're from. You're from the same lineage. You have the same plight as them. You come from an immigrant background too. I don't care if part of you is an immigrant. That's who you fight for. That's where your allegiance is. Anything that's Democratic, you're gonna go along with anyway because that's just what you do. But you're still Haitian. A part of you is still Haitian. So what? I saw you get awards from the Haitian people, from the Haitian community. So don't sit up here and say that you're not Haitian. You are a Haitian. You do. That's what you are. And you speaking, talking about B1 and all that, you're othering yourself. So I know that you don't have real allegiance with black people. All of y'all immigrants come over here and try to hide under blackness so you can benefit off of everything that's set aside for us. Now they sit up here writing all this new legislation for these immigrants, telling us what they can't do for us. And then Miss Cervantes, she's from that community as well. She's Hispanic. So she's helping her people get everything that's due to them. All of these immigrants are doing that. And you're a part of it too. Because if you're going along with what these people are doing, you're part of the problem, Ro. Now you need to really stop it with these doggone Democrats. You know that they're not doing anything for black people. They gave up on us. We're no longer their go-to. We're no longer their constituents. Their constituents are people who are not voting for them, which is very dumb, but hey, they can knock themselves out with that. They're not doing anything for them. But anyway, you need to really stop because they're not doing anything for black people. And you need to stop calling us names because just like you call us names, it's going to come back at you, fat ass. Now, can you guys tell me what you think about what I've shared with you and all of this rhetoric that roly poly is spilling around, talking about, we basically voted for the Republicans and they're not doing anything for us. Basically, we thought we was gonna get a check. And we want to talk about that check that you guys are helping Ghana get on our backs too. You trying to backdoor us and go with Ghana and try to use us to get reparations for Africa when they sold slaves. Dumbass. Okay, so anyway, you guys, please tell me what you think about the video. Leave me your comments. And please do not forget to share my video and give me a thumbs up. And please do not forget to subscribe before you leave. And everyone have a nice day.